What's up with it, Bulls fans? It's been a minute, been a second, but I'm blowing with. So I think I missed a lot of the games. Well, you missed I think the Milwaukee game, missed the Miami game. I caught it on the tube. It was all good. Uh, and I think the San Antonio game. I think I'm probably another one I missed. I'm missing too. I think it was a ass whooping in there somewhere. Milwaukee was a blowout in the Toronto. I mean, a lot of them games ain't got to be commented on. I might have said something about Toronto already, but in any case, Milwaukee, that one. That's not a return home for Jabari. That's a come on back, Jabari, so we can bust your ass for all that shit you was talking. So that's what that's about. And they having fun every time, especially with a depleted roster. They're gonna do that. Um, it's cool, real cool, cool, cool. So you know, I'm gonna comment on this last game against the Spurs because they played damn good. They played decent against the Heat, but when I seen the Heat on that schedule, I assumed it was a win. I mean, that should be a win. We should get that win. And for a little moment, it looked like we had the win. We could have got that win. Um, you know, whatever, whatever. One thing I am noticing on them last couple games is Jabari's starting to get in his bag. I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there because we rag on Jabari a lot. So I mean, he's starting to get in his bag a little bit, bro. And I don't know how far he's gonna take that. If he's gonna keep on advancing with it, because he looks like he's starting to fit more into the offense. He's starting to understand the offense more, and it's almost one of the things where you kind of want to give him a little bit of a break on that first beginning part, because yeah, he's missing shots, and yeah, but some of that's just being uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Being very uncomfortable out there. And I'm looking at him last night. He catch that thing and he just boom, 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 drive to the hole and kick that thing back out. Like he looks more comfortable. He looks like, oh, that felt like that just was flowing. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a Jabari moment. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times in these games, it's just a Jabari moment. Okay, give it to Jabari, let him have a moment. And he just goes down and he dribbles it or something, or you know what I'm saying? And then he takes a shot usually. But lately, I've been seeing him. He's going back to that. Okay, I turn my back to you. He hit you with a little body a little bit because I'm 200 and some pounds that we ain't gonna even disclose to the public. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he's like 270, 260, 240, 250. You know what I'm saying? He's starting to put that body on people again. You know what I'm saying? I like that. You know what I'm saying? I remember I seen how like where he just bagged the guy down all the way from like the 3 point line. Fast though. It wasn't like you never seen nobody get back down like this. And there was another guy with him, I want to say. He just, yeah, laid up on both of them. So he's starting to get back in his bag. I mean, yeah, I like it. I like it. So, with him and Zach, you know, if he'd have been playing like that in a lot of the games that we had, you know what I mean? We should have won those games. But with him and Zach out there, if they're playing, if both of them are playing to that high level, yeah, they could beat teams, you know what I mean, without the other core guys. On that Denzel Valentine's hurt for the rest of the season. That sucks, you know what I mean? I don't know if maybe that had something to do with why he was getting killed in Drew League. Yeah, because I'm gonna bring it up now. You don't got nothing to show. You don't got nothing but that for the year. Now you know what I'm saying. That's you for the whole year. So I don't know if that's why Frank Nitti was giving it to him because ankle was like on the last string. You know what I'm saying, or what? But hopefully he can come back strong with some plates and metals and stuff in his, you know what I'm saying, system. I don't know. Hopefully he'll get better and come back strong. Blake Show. Blake Show's been hooping pretty decent, bro, for a second year undrafted player who's like 20 years old or something like that. 21, maybe. The most is 21. Uh, Blake Show's been hooping good. Archie's been playing like he wants to be the backup point guard, like no matter what. And I think Archie pretty much deserves some burn. You know what I mean? Archie deserves some burn when Chris Dunn gets back. Just cause he's got grit, bro, intangible stuff you can't coach. You know what I mean? I knew that anyway, but it was like, he didn't have the NBA stuff yet. Now he's starting to get some NBA stuff. He can make some moves on people. I think he crossed somebody up nice last night. You know, so yeah, yeah. Archie's okay. Archie's tough though. You know what I mean? He's tougher than like when I used to rag on Campaign. It was because Campaign don't seem like a tough player, bro. He just out there. Like he just out like he really just out there. He wants somebody to take a picture of him. You know what I'm saying? He's a pretty player. I don't like pretty players like that. Especially in Chicago, bro. They known for the grit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be gritty. Even Jordan was gritty, bro. You gotta be gritty. You can be pretty, but you gotta still be gritty. You know what I'm saying? That's why Zach LaVine don't get shitted on. It's the instant. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, getting to Zach LaVine with his pulling up ass for game winners, like you know what I'm saying? Like Zach LaVine got to stop bailing out people's defenses. He got to stop, you know what I'm saying, giving them the easy way out. And that's the easy way out. To just sit there and watch you take a shot, yeah, we love it. I mean, a lot of people don't hit those. Kobe don't hit those all the time. Like a lot of times he don't hit those. Check the history. How many game winners Kobe didn't win? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like that's like, come on, man. The easiest way is to go into that hole because it's harder to defend you with your speed and your athleticism. Like you can't bail them out. You can't. If anything, driving there, kick it out the rain. I mean, get an open shot, but don't. What's the point of just taking a jumper? Like unless you blazing hot tonight, and he was decently hot, but I wouldn't say he was blazing hot. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where you know, well, you clearly bailed out the defense. Now, up until the end though, it looked like he played good, played pretty good. Jabari played pretty good, like I was saying. Um, I don't know if he faded down the stretch because of maybe he wasn't playing because defense late in games. But in any case, I see Lopez playing a lot more. I mean, Lopez played pretty decent. I think the last couple of games I saw him playing, but still, I don't know. Maybe he's just resting Wendell Carter Jr. Um, just to give him a little, you know, these young players they're not used to 82 games straight. So you go against 20 games against tough players while you are undermanned as a team. You know what I'm saying? It kind of takes a little more of a toll out of you. That's why I was saying when I was saying like rest Zach LaVine for these tough games against, you know what I'm saying? Come on, against Toronto, against Boston, against teams like that. Yeah, that's the one of the games I missed. We got blew out against Boston, but against Toronto and Boston, teams like that, like those are games you don't need Zach LaVine out there to lose. You know what I'm saying? You can lose by yourself in that game. Yeah, you're gonna get blown out, but you might get blown out with Zach LaVine. You know what I mean? It's best to just let your guy rest. Build up some. I mean, one thing he was sick anyway. You know what I'm saying? He was sick when them games and he didn't have 20. He was sick, but he looked tired. So to me, I was thinking, hey man, he looked tired. He's probably sick and tired of losing. You know what I'm saying? But either way, give him a rest, a mental rest. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, give him a mental break anyway. You know what I mean? In a year like that, you're gonna need a break, bro. You're gonna need to sit back and be like, man, did I do the right thing? You know what I'm saying? San Antonio's over there winning. Man, did I make the best decision? You know what I'm saying? So like give a guy a break. Let him, rest in games that you're not prepared to win that game. You know what I mean? They only gonna double and triple team your guy. They gonna beat him up. And before you know it, now you got a lot less Zach LaVine by the time your other guys come back. You know what I'm saying? Rest your guy. Rest your guy. That's your asset. You got to take care of him. Throw Jabari out there. Let Jabari play, bro. Jabari playing until he play good. When he start playing good, then you can rest Jabari. But you know, like you gotta. You gotta play how you got it, man. It's rough right now, so you gotta play it rough. And I would have rested Zach against, I think, was it Toronto that he got blew out against while he was out there? One of those games, I would have rested him against them and that other game he rested. Like, it wouldn't have just been, you know. But I'm not the coach. And seriously, we lost games that we should have won. I don't know about that San Antonio game. That's a good. I'm not gonna be mad at them losing that game. I think Zach LaVine bailed their defense out by taking that shot. If he makes the shot, he's a hero. If he misses it, you know what I'm saying? You bailed them out. So next game, hopefully he learns a little from it. I mean, we've seen different games. He's driven it sometimes and got the foul. You know, I feel like I would rather see him finish than just get the foul. But getting there, you know what I mean? Getting there and getting opportunities to do this, you know what I'm saying? That was a learning experience last night. That was San Antonio at home, you know what I mean? In front of your fans. It's your opportunity. It didn't make the shot. It's cool. Ryan had a great game. Ryan looked like he was hitting shots, clutch shots we needed. You know, you like that guy, man. You like that heart and that willingness to compete. You know what I'm saying? That competitiveness. You know what I mean? That guy goes out and he competes. He competes like few other people compete on the team. Look like, you know what I mean? So that's cool. He fits in with the getters. You know what I'm saying? The Chris Duns and the Wendell. He's gonna come along into that, and you know Laurie Markkinens and the getters, the Bobby Porters. And I ain't saying his talent's up there, not yet, but he keeps showing flashes. He keeps showing flashes. He can he can turn into like a baby T.J. McConnell or something. Because if you know T.J. McConnell hoops. You know what I mean? T.J. McConnell can hoop. He probably would be a starting point guard in the league if Ben Simmons wasn't the starting point guard. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it, man. It was a decent game. They played decent. Now they should have won. Should have at least took it to the basket and drew a foul or laid it up, or had a play at the basket. Something other than just a one-on-one. I'm looking at you, you looking at me. I'm just gonna pull it up. You're not there yet. I mean, you close, but not yet. And I mean, hey, maybe he was just checking. Let me check. Let me check and see if I'm there yet. So, I mean, he had a good game though. A lot of flashy dunks, a lot of fun stuff. I have to check the schedule and see who we play next. But you know, other than that, we pretty much ready. We pretty much ready. So when Laurie gets back, if they bring him back, because oh yeah, I gotta bring that up. The tank, that tank. A lot of people don't know if we want to get in that tank or if we should stay out that tank. To me, it's like I heard a guy saying on a Bulls podcast, the one with Jay Wise and Marcus Black, something like that. I think that's what it is. But anyway, that was saying like the universe is telling us, you know what I'm saying, to tank. It's not like we choosing to tank. The universe chose it for us. Like how many times did your starting point guard go down after your starting power forward went down in practice? After, you know what I'm saying? On top of that, then your backup point guard, power forward go down, and your backup small forward or your starting small forward probably would have started by now. You know what I'm saying? Starting small forward go down. Your free agent come in very flat. You know what I'm saying? That happens a lot. But it's just it's still a perfect storm. So that's my nickname for the team, the perfect storm. But it looked like it's one more little battle rain coming through. One more time. You know what I'm saying? So what I want to talk about the tank though is if we get in that tank, who should we get? And like first off, we got to get deep into the tank if we go that route, cause there's some bad teams out there that like it ain't just us. We'll be fighting. You know what I mean? We're gonna fight for that. But you know, the lottery is the lottery. You never know. They might want us to get a top three pick. Top three, we can get some guys. Now I'm looking at Cam Reddish, and Cam Reddish can shoot. You know, I look at they say RJ Barrett and Zach LaVine don't mix. Like I can tell you right now, they don't mix. Them two players don't mix together on the court. RJ Barrett, he wants the game winning shot. He wants the glory. He's kind of like he's your guy. He's your winning guy. You know what I mean? If you don't have that guy, that's your guy. You know. Um, I say for somebody like Charlotte or somebody like that's their guy, or Sacramento, but they're not gonna be in the. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're gonna be in the runnings for him unless they trade. Um, but you know, he's in that mold though. He's not gonna be a role player. You know what I mean? Like now, if you get Cam Reddish, see, I'm thinking on the lines of Cam Reddish. I don't know about him because he reminds me of like Jeff Green in ways. You know what I'm saying? Not in play style, but in attitude. You know what I mean? And just looking at the game they lost to Gonzaga. You know what I'm saying? Late in the stretch, for some reason, whichever reason it was, I don't know if he fouled out. I don't think he fouled out though. They usually don't foul in college, but unless he fouled out or got hurt, he wasn't on the court. And the other guys was on the court. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, Zion Williamson is the best player on that team because he can do a lot of stuff they can do, and he can do a whole lot of stuff they can't do. You know what I mean? I think if he'd had that last shot, he'd have probably put it in the basket somehow. Just that's just what I think. I think somehow he'd had a much better chance of getting in the basket. Uh, Barrett, I mean, to me, those last couple plays when they lost, he looked like what I thought he looked like all along. He looked kind of like a very regular player. You know what I'm saying? He looked like not a bad player, just a he don't look that like overbearing or nothing. Like he's not, you know what I'm saying, nothing super special. He's just good for his age, and he's got the heart and the will to go beat you. You know what I mean? He's got that killer instinct. He's gonna beat you if you let him. But my thing is he's not good enough to where if you can't stop him. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could stop that. I felt like somebody could stop that. You know what I'm saying? He just goes to the basket. You know what I'm saying? Now with Zion Williamson, there's sometimes he goes to the basket and it's like, man, maybe somebody can stop that. But I feel like he got other stuff he could come with, man. I think you're gonna have your hands full with that dude. He's gonna fill your hands up. Even like in that loss, you seen 4 blocks. You know what I'm saying? He coming with it. You know what I'm saying? You're not just gonna beat them, and he not gonna show up. You know what I'm saying? So it's the effort, it's all that with that guy, and he hasn't proven to me he's a bad shooter. So a lot of people want people to prove to you that they're good shooters. I think he should prove he's a bad shooter first. He's never proved he's a bad shooter. He's just not shooting it like that. Now, you know, later in his career and his development, I'm assuming he probably will shoot it a little more because he's got the makings of someone who can shoot. He's shot before and we've seen it go in. He's got to prove to me he can't shoot. He's too good for me. He's good. So I like his ability to be good. You know what I mean? Like good players are good players. So uh, if we're in that tank, everybody wants Zion Williamson. I wouldn't mind Cam Reddish just because he fits in as a Zion Williamson fits our team too. That's the final piece. If he gets here, we championship bound in what 2 years, 3 years. We championship bound. If we can keep him, we can keep him if we draft him. If we could draft him, I don't even think we should get a free agent. We good. Keep Jabbar for 10 million or something. If he don't get no better offers, he might get a better offer than 10 million. I wouldn't give him more than 10 million. And get ready to pay our guys. Um, give Bobby like 15. Hopefully that'll keep him. Um, hey, we championship bound if we get Zion Williamson. Now, if we get Cam Reddish, I still think we got a good shot at going places. Cause I think he can play defense. He can play pretty good defense. I don't think he's a lockdown defender, but if he's asked to be, maybe he can be if he's asked to be. I think he's more coachable than RJ Barrett probably would be too. But there's a guy from I think I see a Little or something like that from UNC. Now, I don't know if he's been dominating at UNC. I know he had one game that was pretty good early in the season, but that guy looks pretty good. He looks like a Kawhi Leonard, little hybrid type. His offense is further along than Kawhi Leonard's was, and he can play. He could play. He done played against those guys, those RJ Barretts, and you know what I'm saying. He held his own because he wasn't intimidated. You know what I'm saying. And that's the type of player you want, a player that ain't intimidated, somebody who just wants to play. You know what I mean. He just played ball. So we got options. We got like 4 or 5 options. There's other people that what I'm saying. Other teams are probably gonna want to get anyway. So um, it's a deep draft. It look like a nice deep draft. You know, it'll be real cool if the high school kids would come out too. That probably won't happen this year. You would already heard about it. They'd have gave you heads up. But we're gonna see about that tank. Cause me personally, I think when the guys get back, if they bring the guys back, that's why I'm hesitant to say whether or not we're gonna get in the tank or we shouldn't get in the tank or I are they gonna bring the team back and let them play? You know what I mean? Are they gonna take the safe route and say, you know what, the season started off rough. Let's just keep our guys together and healthy. And you know what I mean? Like, cause they do that. Like last year. Last year was one of those years where they kind of just, no, we're not going to put our best effort, best foot forward. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. If they're not putting their best foot forward, then I mean, yeah, get in the tank. That's what we're gonna need to do. And they might feel like we need to draft one more top 10 guy, and that'll put us in there. We'll be young and deadly, and we have everything we need. We don't need to trade. We don't need to bring some halfway free agent in because nobody really wants to be in Chicago if they're not from Chicago. You know what I mean? Like, come on, ain't nothing to come over there for. Like, you get Zion Williamson, he brings free agents because he's like LeBron-ish. He's not LeBron, but you know what I mean. He's got qualities that you want to play with instead of playing against. So, including seem like being a pretty good guy. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's one of the qualities that makes people want to play with you. He might could bring a free agent there, but I'm not a big free agency fan of, what I'm saying, bringing people in who are great and not when you like in Chicago and really Boston. You know what I'm saying? Boston don't really attract a whole lot of free agents. I mean, they could say they do, but okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right, sure. That doesn't happen like that though. And Kyrie wasn't a free agent. You know what I'm saying? Now when people get to Boston, they love it. But it's cold. You know what I'm saying? Those cold weather cities, you know what I'm saying? Other than New York, a lot of people don't clamor to go to those places, you know what I mean? Chicago is a very cold place, you know what I'm saying? Like they say, it's a different kind of cold. I ain't never even been, but I know it's a different kind of cold, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's going to be hard to bring free agents there. You know, Zach LaVine had a chance to go to Sacramento, you know what I'm saying, to the Kings. Uh, well, he didn't have a chance, but, you know what I mean? They offer him, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's in the West Coast. That's nice weather. You know, in my opinion, the tank is you know it's not cool, but the season's already been like halfway messed up. You know what I'm saying? We missed a whole lot of time with the team being together, and it's probably one of the things where everybody's kind of just let's see how healthy the guys come back, and from there we can make a determination of whether or not we should be tanking or not. But I still think we'll probably win more than 27 games. So your money might be safe. Your money might still be safe. We'll probably win like 30. That's on the low end. If they bring everybody back, we got time to still get to 40. We still got time to get to 40 something. We'll see. And if Jabari plays like, you know what I'm saying, just consistently improves and improves and improves, which it has in a way. You know what I'm saying? You can't say he's really backtracked much. Um, it's kind of been improving slowly but surely, and if by the time All Star break gets here, if it's you know a couple levels above what this is, and he's still swatting shots and getting better on defense. Hey, with Marky and the boys back, you know, we might can make a run at something because the East looks trash. Like the Washington Wizards, like I thought they were gonna be better than they are, and they have no excuses for being bad. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't missing 4 players or a point guard injured or none of that type. So I don't know. Is that coach still that coach? Like I don't know. But anyway, so you got Washington, you got like I think Charlotte's good. I think Charlotte's got a good record or something. The Heat look like they probably gonna make the playoffs. All these teams are bad to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm squinting because they like these teams aren't really NBA teams, bro. They're not like built to beat anybody special. I seen Kimba hit 60. I think one game. You can't hit 60 every night. So like yeah, you can't hit 60 4 games out of 7. And if you can, well, we're gonna have a new symbol to be looking at. So we're gonna have the Kimba symbol to be looking at if he can do that. So, we all just wanna see stuff like that anyway. Come on, bring that. But the likelihood of that happening, you know, yeah. Right, as bad as likely as it already has happened. It happened like once out of his whole career. Yeah, but he's playing real good this year. Still, they the Charlotte Hornets and they led by a guy that's under 6 feet. So who else you got? Boston. They Boston. I mean, you knew that was gonna be the best team in there, and now they looking like the second best behind Toronto. So it's Toronto and Boston. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Detroit, who's like, come on, man, we should have beat Detroit, and again they had full strength. This without our guys. So I think when our guys come back, if they bring our guys back, we can go on 10-game winning streaks. You know what I'm saying? I see that. We can go on 10-game winning streaks. We can go on 5-game winning streaks consistently. You know what I mean? Um, Losing only to like teams like, you know what I'm saying, a Golden State or something like that. And I think we might have played out the whole series with like some of these tough teams. We done played out half the series already with them anyway. So we done took that L. You know, we might end up with a lot of easier games anyway to just run through. So you know, that's gonna be something to watch. And you got Wendell Carter playing like an NBA player now. Um, he's helpful. He gets Laurie back and other people to kind of take a whole lot of pressure away from him, a whole lot of attention away. That's huge. So, you know, I'm thinking, and they saying by Christmas, some people still gonna be out. It's on the organization, bro. It's just depending on how careful they are with those injuries. You know, and either way, you really can't blame them for being careful with the injuries because of the history that they got. If they want to sit them out for half the season, bro, like you can't really be mad at them because they've had this situation before and they rushed it and it didn't work out. So at this point, it's like, hey, let's tank, get another piece, we squad up. And we got excuses like Philadelphia had. You know what I mean? We got excuses. They were hurt. They were hurt. They won the whole season hurt, but that was hurt. So okay, cool. We'll see. This video has been stupid long, but I'm stupid late. So we back in our bag. Hopefully, we can turn it around. But if not, Zion Williamson, you know, somebody like that in that mold, hey, that ain't a bad addition. Let's go.